What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, right? I've been thinking about it for a minute, and I've talked about this before. Where since the Capitol riot, they had the lady on the airport on the airplane going off. You have all of these incidents, that wind up going viral in the social media. And when they say the revolution would not be televised, it was going to be streamed. It was going to be streamed. Because America's worst nightmare is the cell phone, is the smartphone camera, social media. Because everything that has been said about the unfairness of America is just out there, and you could just it's at the fingertips of anybody with a phone. And even with this whole thing with Robin Hood putting a pause on people buying GameStop stocks, and it just basically looks like when people are ahead of the curve, as far ahead of the curve of corporations, it's unfair. So we're gonna shut this down. But see, the information can get pushed out to the masses very fast now. Twitter is hilarious. Like, the news is one of those things where it goes from person to person to person to person to person, you know, just as fast as a news company can get it out. Thus, if you notice, for the last, I don't know, 5, 6 years, you've seen more and more news publications lay people off, or close, or merge with somebody else, because that smartphone is America's worst nightmare. And not to mention, it takes the American dream off of America, because if you notice, and it might just be me, you don't see as many shenanigans with people filming the nonsense that goes on in America abroad. So it makes people in America look crazy, because this happens in America, this happens in America, this happens in America. Did you catch this? Did you catch that? And there's so many stories that people try to hide and throw under the radar. And even the racial dynamic of it, where you get to see how one race is portrayed in the media when they do something, and another race is portrayed in the media when they do something. Just like the guy that beat his girlfriend from the Seahawks. You notice, there was an article, he's walking away from football. Other people are looking at it like, walking away? He gets to walk away? Other people, they had all of these, campaigns, but he just gets to walk away? Like, they're going to write it like that? So this idea that America has its issues with race, people can look at it like, oh, I could come there and I can exploit that. I can exploit that, because if you're going to be looking at them, you're going to overlook me. The same thing that happened with the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, the George Floyd thing. These were things that were on camera. That's what I brought up the Capitol riot, because people were filming themselves, and to the point where they're trying not to charge a lot of these people. They just want to, let's just move on, people. And it's like, if you move on, you're only going to cause a bigger problem that's going to come down the road. So for me, man, this is hilarious, but par for the course. But there's going to come a point where the cell phone, the smartphone camera, and social media is really going to do some damage to America's credibility that is irreversible, because it's already leaning towards that now. So like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.